What's the most satisfying time you chose family over work and everything worked out? My manager Maisie made everyone submit their work schedule for the whole year every January. 12 months locked in, no changes. She'd seal these schedules in plastic and stick them on the break room wall. I was 18, working retail, part-time. She put me down for every Friday and Saturday night until next January. My whole senior year disappeared. School dances, my brother's basketball games, friends' parties, all gone. I begged her for just one night off for prom. She said no. Strong workers don't need fun. This job teaches you to grow up. You want success, you give up everything else. But Maisie took vacations whenever she wanted. Beach trips, wine tours, long weekends. We covered her shifts while staring at those plastic schedules that controlled our lives. Rosa, a single mom, couldn't go to her son's school plays. Drew kept missing his night classes. Everyone suffered under those schedules on the wall. One day, Drew showed me something on the old computer in the storage room. The company's scheduling system had a back door. If you typed in family emergency, it skipped asking the boss. The computer just changed your shift without approval. We tried it once with a fake reason. It worked. Maisie never knew because she only looked at her plastic schedules, never the computer. We started telling other workers we trusted. Everyone kept it secret. We only used it for important things. Rosa saw her son graduate. Drew made it to his final exams. I went to prom. We thought we were so clever, switching shifts in the computer while Maisie pointed proudly at her wall schedules. She even sent pictures to the main office, bragging about her perfect system. She'd already marked herself off for Thanksgiving week, planning to fly to Miami while we handled Black Friday. Black Friday came. Maisie was on the beach in Florida. The district boss called that morning saying there would be a surprise visit at noon to check how we handled the biggest sale day. Problem was, I wasn't working. I'd used the emergency system to swap shifts 3 weeks earlier because my brother's team made it to state finals, the game he'd worked for all season. The assistant manager called me, panicking. I was the only one who knew the inventory system, where everything was stored, all the codes, which products were where. Without me, they'd fail the inspection and the store might close. 20 people would lose their jobs, but I was already at my brother's game. This time, I didn't leave. I turned off my phone and watched him play. Let the store handle it without, and watched my brother score the winning goal. I stayed for the whole celebration. I turned my phone back on to 14 missed calls. The store failed hard, and the district boss found no one who understood the inventory. The assistant manager broke down and admitted I was supposed to be there but had switched shifts. The district boss demanded to see all the schedule records. That's when everything exploded. He compared Maisie's plastic wall schedules to the computer system and saw the hundreds of changes she never knew about. Then he found the locked drawer in her desk. Piles of worker complaints she'd hidden from the main office. People who'd missed funerals. Parents who couldn't see dying relatives. Students who'd lost scholarships. All because Maisie wouldn't let them change shifts. The district boss called Maisie in Miami. The main office pulled up her vacation records and saw she'd scheduled herself off for the most important sales day while demanding everyone else sacrifice their lives. They saw how the only person who knew inventory wasn't there because of her rigid rules. If she'd let people switch shifts normally, I would have been there. Her system caused the failure. They realized the emergency system we'd discovered was the only thing that had kept the store running all year. Workers helping each other survive her impossible rules. Maisie flew back to find she'd been fired. The district boss saw how her plastic schedules had destroyed morale, hidden problems, and nearly ruined the store. Drew became the new manager. First thing he did was rip down every plastic schedule and set up a phone app where people could trade shifts easily. He made everything flexible. The best part happened next week when Maisie got rehired at another location, but this time as a part-time cashier. Her new manager was someone she'd trained years ago, someone who remembered her methods. He made her submit her availability for the entire year, sealed it in plastic, put it on the wall, every weekend, every holiday, every closing shift, no changes allowed. She had to watch other workers use the app to switch shifts while she stayed trapped by her own schedule on the wall. Last I heard, she begged to change shifts for her daughter's wedding. The manager pointed at the plastic schedule. Strong workers don't need special events. That's what builds character. She quit 3 months later, but her schedule stayed on that wall for the whole year. A reminder of what happens when you trap people in plastic and expect them to thank you for it.